Most people open Grok.
Type a question like it's Google, read the answer, and close the tab. And then they wonder why everyone's making such a big deal about it. Here's the truth. If that's how you're using Grok, you're using maybe 10% of what it can actually do. The good stuff is one tap away, and almost nobody touches it.
Welcome back to bitbiased.ai, where we do the research so you don't have to. Join our community of AI enthusiasts with our free weekly newsletter. Click the link in the description below to subscribe. You will get the key AI news, tools, and learning resources to stay ahead.
So in this video, I'm going to give you the plain English tour. No coding, no jargon, just the actual tools Grok puts in front of you, what each one is for, and the small habits that get you way better results. By the end, you'll know exactly which button to press for which job. Let's start with where to even find it, where to use Grok. You can get to Grok 3 easy ways. There's the website, grok.com. There's the X app, that's the app formerly called Twitter, where Grok lives right inside it. And there are the standalone Grok apps for iPhone and Android. Same assistant, just pick whatever's most convenient. If you've got a recent Tesla, it's in there too. You can start chatting in under a minute. No setup required. Tool 1, Chat, and the 2 personalities. The first thing to know is that Grok isn't just one voice. It has different modes, and the big one for everyday users is the personality switch. In regular mode, Grok is more direct and structured. That's what you want for an email, a summary, or anything you'd show your boss. Then there's fun mode, which is wittier and more irreverent. Great for a punchy social post or a joke, less great for a serious work message. So before you even type, ask yourself, do I want the buttoned-up Grok or the cheeky one? Picking the right personality is the easiest upgrade there is. Tool 2, the real-time X and web search. This is the headline feature. Here's where Grok genuinely pulls ahead of most other assistants. It has live access to X and the open web. So unlike a chatbot that's frozen at some training cutoff, Grok can tell you what's happening right now. Breaking news, a trending topic, what people are actually saying about a product or an event this morning. This is the thing to reach for when your question has the words latest, today, or right now in it. Ask it what people are saying about a new phone launch, or how a story is developing, and it'll pull from live posts. If real-time pulse is what you need, this is Grok's superpower. Tool 3, DeepSearch, your research assistant. When a quick answer isn't enough, you turn on DeepSearch. Think of it as sending Grok off to do real homework. Instead of one fast reply, it scans the web and X across multiple steps, gathers sources, cross-references them, and comes back with a fuller, more organized answer. It takes longer, anywhere from 15 seconds to a minute or so. But that's the trade. Use it for the meaty stuff, comparing options before a big purchase, getting up to speed on a topic you know nothing about, or pulling together the latest developments on something with names and dates attached. The trick is to be specific in your request. The more detail you give it, the better the research comes back. Tool 4, Think mode, for the hard problems. Next to DeepSearch, you'll find a thinking or big brain style mode. The difference is simple. DeepSearch goes out and researches, while Think mode goes deep and reasons. This is the one for tricky logic, step-by-step problems, math, or anything where you want Grok to slow down and work it through carefully instead of blurting the first answer. If you've ever gotten a confident but sloppy reply, this is your fix. Reserve it for the genuinely hard questions because it's slower, but on the right problem, the quality jump is real. Tool 5, Voice and Camera Mode. Talk to it, show it things. Now let's get away from typing entirely. Grok has a voice mode, where you just talk and it talks back, in a natural, conversational way. Perfect for when you're cooking, driving, or walking and don't want to type. And it gets better. There's a camera mode. You point your phone's camera at something, and Grok looks at what you're seeing and talks you through it in real time. Stuck on a recipe, a houseplant, a sign in another language, a weird error on a screen? Show it, don't describe it. This is one of those features that feels like the future the first time you use it, and most people never even open it. Tool 6, Image Generation with Aurora. Grok can also create images from a text description, using its image engine called Aurora. You just describe what you want, the scene, the style, the mood, and it generates a picture. Great for a thumbnail, a social graphic, a quick illustration, or just messing around with an idea in your head. The secret to good results is the same as everything else. Be descriptive. Don't say a dog. Say a golden retriever puppy sitting in tall grass at sunset, warm light, slightly blurry background. Specific in, specific out. Tool 7, Video with Grok Imagine. On the paid tiers, Grok can go a step further and make short video clips through a feature called Grok Imagine. You can turn a text prompt into a short clip, or even bring a still image to life, and recent versions add sound to go with it. Now, I'll be straight with you. Short AI clips like these are fun and great for experimenting and social, but at current quality, they're not a replacement for real production work. Treat it as a creative toy and a fast idea tester, not a film studio, and you'll enjoy it a lot more. Tool 8. Upload your own files. Here's a hugely practical one people forget exists. You can hand Grok your own documents and images. Drop in a PDF, a report, a contract, a spreadsheet, or a screenshot, and ask it to summarize it. Pull out the key points, explain the confusing part, or answer questions about it. This is how Grok goes from general chatbot to actually useful for my stuff. Long article you don't have time to read? Upload it and ask for the 3 things that matter. That's a 5-minute task turned into 30 seconds. Tool 9. Companions. One more you might bump into. Companions. These are persistent characters with their own personalities that remember your past conversations. Some people love them for casual, ongoing chats. It's more of a for fun feature than a productivity tool. So I'll just flag that it exists and let you decide if it's your thing. How to actually get the most out of it. Okay, so how do you squeeze maximum value out of all this? 3 habits. First, match the tool to the job. Quick chat for quick answers, deep search for research, think mode for hard problems, voice for hands-free. Pressing the right button is half the battle. Second, be specific. Give Grok context. Tell it the format you want. Tell it who the answer is for. A vague question gets a vague answer, every single time. And third, this is the important one, and it's where I'll be honest with you. Grok is fast and it sounds confident, but it has a real weakness with citations. In independent testing, it's scored poorly on whether its sources actually back up what it claims. So when it gives you facts, links, or quotes that matter, for work, money, health, anything serious, click through and verify before you trust it. Use Grok to get you 80% of the way fast, then do the last 20% yourself. That habit alone separates people who get burned from people who get value. A quick word on plans. Grok has a free tier that already gives you a real taste. Chat, image generation, voice, and live web search, just with daily limits. The main paid plan, Super Grok, runs around $30 a month and unlocks the heavier tools like deep search, deeper reasoning, more images and video, with much higher limits. There's also a top-heavy tier for power users. One thing to know, these limits change fairly often, so don't take any specific number as gospel. Check the current plans page on grok.com before you pay, so you know exactly what you're getting today. So that's Grok, the version normal people actually need. Pick the right mode. Be specific, lean on the live search and voice features almost nobody uses, and always verify the facts that matter. Do that, and you'll get more out of it in a week than most people get in a year. If this cleared things up, a like and subscribe genuinely helps. And tell me down in the comments which feature you're trying first. I'm betting it's the camera mode.